G'day, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us again this week. This week we're heading on boats, bikes and planes as we move around our base at Broome. We catch a seaplane up to the horizontal falls, and we go swimming with sharks amongst other things and have a great time up there, about an hour and a half each way. We encounter some bumps along the way. Once we're finished there, we spend a day or two in Broome at some great accommodation, jump on the bike and head down to Port Hedland. It's getting hot, that's why we need to have a bit of a swim and a bit of a relax in Broome. I've been to Broome a few times over the years, and I was a bit worried this time that it might be very touristy as it's grown, but we were lucky enough to miss the silly season where it swells to about 45,000 people, and we just got there at the right time. Everything was open, everything was fun, but it wasn't crowded.
Okay, so before we make a big mess, this is our accommodation at the Barley High in Broome. We have our own courtyard right next to the pool. We have our own barbecue. Craig will be happy, he can cook away every night. There we go, Craig's relaxing in the pool. And this daybed has my name on it. Where are we?
Broome.
Broome, outside the hotel. Waiting to get picked up for our scenic flight.
5:15.
It's 5:15 and we're going to Horizontal Falls today. What did we say? About an hour and a quarter flight out there. Then a boat ride, a swim, and another flight home on the seaplane. I'm excited. No, I'm not. I'm nervous. Haven't been on a seaplane before. They're very small. Neither of you, but you're not nervous. I am. Let's see what happens today. Should be fun.
When we got to the airport, we got a great safety brief by the pilot, Jules, and then we had a walk around and got onto our plane. It was much higher than I thought, but it makes a lot of sense because there's two pontoons and it sits very high off the tarmac. I did notice though, and you'll see some ropes hanging off each strut of each wing, and you'll get to see what they are for later on. Here's a great shot of the horizontal falls, and you can see them quite clearly from above. And the horizontal falls are created by huge tidal movements in the area, moving through the gaps in the McLarty Range, which are two ridges running parallel, and they're probably about 300 metres apart. The first and most seaward gap is about 20 metres wide, and the second gap is about 7.5 metres wide. So the water builds up and it rises high on the seaward side, low on the inward side, and that's what gives the view of a horizontal fall. So we're looking forward to landing and getting out in the boat and having a good look for ourselves.
Quick update, we've arrived at the, the floating pontoons for Horizon Falls after a beautiful flight. It was great, wasn't it?
Yep, off on the boats now.
Here we go.
The boat ride was great, gave you a great appreciation of the power of the water as we went through the falls, or the opening. We went through the wider opening only, the 20 metre one, but we got up close to the 7.5 metre gap. You can also see there the tidal marks of how high the water actually gets, or can get to. was very impressed with the crew as well. They had a boat with almost 1,000 horsepower and outboards, and they handled it really well. You felt safe all the time.
This one here is a tawny nurse shark, and that one there is a bull shark.
Oh, bull shark.
There you go, we went swimming with the sharks.
She'll be in the pool or at the aircon. So.
Kind of. And the next one.
Yeah, in this one.
My name's Gemma, I'm a deckhand out here. So
How long have you been working here?
this is my first season, so I came out in March. So roughly about 7 months now.
Okay, and how long do you intend to stay?
So we finish up in November, that's when our tours stop, and then I'll be back again next season.
Okay.
People tend to do a couple of seasons out here.
Do you live out here for a couple of days? Is it on?
Yeah, so we live under here.
Yeah.
It's the bottom of our houseboat here. So yeah, we live out here for about 12 days. We work around the tide. So during the larger tides, when there's more movement through the falls, we tend to be out here operating, and we live out here 12 days on average, and then we have 3 days off when the tides are lower and there's not as much movement.
So what are you doing in your downtime?
We don't have all that much downtime during the majority of the season. We have guests 24/7, so we have overnight guests as well.
Okay, yeah.
So we do long days and things like that, but if we do have downtime, we'll take our little tinny out and go fishing and things like that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Right. And are you from this region originally?
I'm from Brisbane originally.
You're from Brisbane.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
So I moved up here for this. So.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
That's okay. Thank you.
My name's Jasmine, and I'm a skipper out here.
My name's Layla. I'm the guest experience manager out here.
And a very good guest experience it is. And how long have you been here, Jasmine?
This is my second season out here, so I came out last year and started driving here then.
Okay, lovely. And what about for you?
Yeah, my first season, so I came out in March and have been here since March.
Right.
So.
Are you local girls or from?
I'm from Sydney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I lived in Broome for a year before I came out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty different to back home.
Yeah.
I'm from Adelaide, actually.
Adelaide. Oh, that's not so far.
Yeah, a little bit far away from home.
Everything's far from here.
Yeah. And do you intend to stay for a while? Like, how did you find out about it? And
I actually ended up out here. I was working in Broome, and I had mates who knew people out here.
Right.
I just came out here for 2 weeks to help. And then I ended up being stuck out here. But yeah, do love it. So I kept coming back, and yeah,
awesome.
we'll probably come back next season as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked for the company for 5 years now.
Great.
So just at a different business. So again in the Indian Pacific on the train.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't done that one yet. We'll have to tick that one off.
Do that
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
Thank you very much for doing that for me.
Remember those ropes hanging off the struts for the wing? That's Layla, our customer experience officer, putting her body on the line to get us safely back out into the water for takeoff. On the way back, we passed a number of interesting areas, including the Buccaneer Archipelago, which is a beautiful spot of around 1,000 rocky islands, but it's quite treacherous as well. Many sailors over the years and divers have lost their lives there, and there are isolated graves in several of these islands, testimony to the dangerous conditions. Beagle Bay is an Aboriginal community with a population of around 300. The community was established by Trappist monks around 1890. After a pretty bumpy ride home, we landed safely back at Broome. I'd really like to thank the crew there, from when we took off to when we were in the water, playing with sharks and going on the boats. Totally professional, really made a great day of it. It was supposed to be half a day, but we seemed like there for hours. Great fun. Thanks, team. We know we'll get into some strife if we don't thank our brother-in-law Steve, who recommended the horizontal falls, which he visited a while back when he did a lap around Australia, a lot faster than us. Well done, Bilko.
Well, after a great time in Broome and a fantastic scenic flight to the horizontal falls, it's back on the bike and we're now turned south heading for Port Hedland. It's another series of long, hot rides.
I just get this one, it's too fine.
Sandfire Roadhouse. Hot. Bloody hot.
It sure is.
43 degrees. And it's still going higher. Yes. We've got 3 hours to ride. Oh dear. We'll make it hopefully.
Whilst us humans whinge about 43 or 44 degrees, think of the poor cattle stuck in this truck.
Bit of a wrap of the day. And a big day it's been, hasn't it, Craig?
Yeah.
How far did we travel?
620 today, I think. 620.
620 kilometres from Broome to, where are we?
Port Hedland.
Port Hedland.
Yeah.
And how hot did it get?
Well, We had a couple of places where it was cool
Wow.
at the start. And then we went through some little hollow where the temperature
Yeah,
actually
it
got down
did.
to
It
about 23.
But then,
But then I think for most of the day it was above 40. And then for the last couple of hours it was 43 to 45.
yes, 45 on the bike.
But the bike went well, handled the heat.
It's better than us.
We stopped at
Sandfire?
Sandfire, which was nice.
Yeah, Roadhouse.
80, yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And
we stopped at Pardue.
I do, and had a look at that. That's got wiped out by a cyclone last year. I think it was, or earlier this year.
Yeah, earlier this year, I think. Yeah. It was decimated. There wasn't much there.
Port Hedland,
Yeah.
down to Gatorade, down to hotel. And,
Yeah.
yeah, it's certainly a lot bigger than last time I was here, which was probably 23 years ago. So,
But we found a nice walking path,
yeah.
which is great, along the water, which is good.
And
We're going to go for a run in the morning, hopefully. All things being equal, and I'll show you our view.
this is the sorry side of two old people going for runs early in the morning, but we enjoy it. Thanks again for joining us as we travel around Australia. We really enjoyed the Pilbara and particularly the horizontal falls. Next week we're heading south to get out of the heat. No more frequent flyer points for us. On the bike, enjoying the journey south. We'll see you then.